Hey everyone, it's Bari. I'm so excited to be here with you today, and I want to talk to you about the 4 love archetypes. The 4 love archetypes is something I developed to really help you identify where you fit in this whole dating process. Right? We all want love. We all want to have a great, yummy relationship with someone amazing, and we're not seeing that, and that's why we're all here and how to find the right one to marry, right? And marriage is really all about connection. It's really about having a shared vision and getting your needs met and all that good stuff. And there are blocks. So I want you to imagine like really being able to have what you want without waiting, right? So let's dive into the 4 love archetypes, okay? And then as I'm speaking, I want you to think about, is this me? Which archetype do I fit in, or do I fit into a few of them? Because really, when we want to look at patterns, it's important to be able to think out of the box and self-identify. All right? Okay. The first love archetype, and it's a healthy love archetype, is called independent. Independent. Now, the independent archetype is like this. My life is great, you know, I'm strong, and I am the mother, and I am the father, and I am the breadwinner, and that is it, and I don't need a man. I don't need a man to complete me. I just don't need a man. Who can relate to that? I don't need a man, I'm independent. Here's the problem with that. The problem with being so independent and I don't need a man to complete me or fulfill me, I have everything I need, is that the truth is that when you say I don't need a man, truth is you don't get one. You don't get one, right? And then it's not even designed or architected what you really do want. And when you're so independent, there's no room for the sweet interconnectedness that happens, right? There's independence and then there's interdependence. So when you say I don't need it, again, where does that come from? I don't need a man. I'm tough. I'm strong. I'm fine. I'm great. It's that we never let in that vulnerability to say what I do want. And the thing about love is that it's so sweet and healthy, and that you can be totally visible. So where does this come from? I'm independent. It comes from the past. Right? It comes from the past because maybe you heard from your mom, you don't need a man. Don't ever depend on a man. Again, when you have been programmed with that voice, then we repeat those patterns and then we never have one. So I want you to consider not being so independent. Right? It's fine to have a great career, to love your kids, but to be so independent is really not an invitation to love. And if you want to change it, then we gotta have to. If you want to change it, then we have to get to the core of it and understand how the past and the past stories, voices, walls up, repellents, don't hurt me, all of that keeps us from love. So you're ready for love in a brand new way where it's architected. Okay? So who of you identifies as independent? Put in the chat. Okay, the next archetype is the altruist. It's a person who says, I'm such a good person. I am so good. I just love to give. I love to give. I love to take care of people. And the thing about being this altruistic archetype is that sometimes we're in the dark. And we are such givers that we don't see things in a reality-based way. We think that if we're good and giving and just open to everyone and everything, that it's just going to magically work out. That you're just going to like someday invite in the right person. Who's an altruist? Right? You meet men, they need to be fixed. You get to teach them and help them and all of that, right? How rewarding is that? Like helping a man where you want to be taken care of too, right? Or being so focused on giving. So why does this happen? How do we become so altruistic? We become so altruistic because we're trying to earn love. We're trying to show if I'm good, then I'm a good person. You know, and it could be borderline codependent, because if I'm good and you like me, then I'm worthy of love. But that's not true. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of love anyway. So there's a much healthier balance of giving, right, to someone who is ready to receive, and then being with someone who also gives back because you're ready to receive. And then it becomes this beautiful congruence and this state of grace of letting go of this kind of inauthentic altruism to a much more balanced state. It's much more balanced where it's giving and receiving, where you both give 100%, right? And in your dating, you want to be able to invite in the right men, right? Because you, again, are much more balanced than your altruistic kind of fantasy, like it'll work itself out nature. Okay, who can relate to the altruistic archetype? If you can, put in the chat. Put in the chat what your archetype is. The next archetype is what I call like an angel. It's an angel archetype. It's someone who says, I'm connected deeply to the cosmos. I understand energy. I know how energy works. And this kind of a person is so into yoga and meditation, has done so much work because there's been a lot of trauma, and I'm so much better than I was. So now I'm just peaceful and happy. But the truth is that there's no partner, right? You tell yourself, you know, this kind of architect angel says, I'm fine. I don't need anyone. Everything is great and dandy because I know my energy and I know God will send the person at the right time. And the problem with that is that it's inauthentic in that we're not saying, okay, I understand how energy works, but I'm still attracting narcissists or emotionally unavailable men. And this person says, oh, I study narcissism, I study. But at the end of the day, there's no man. There's no healthy man. And we understand energy, but there's no energetic alignment in your dating. And that is a problem, because when it comes to finding love, we really do, just like anything else, we need to say, okay, this is what I want. I want to set a goal. And I understand that you may have set goals in the past before to have love, or maybe you made a vision board, or you set dates that passed by. But here's the thing. It's not enough to just fly high on energy and be helping other people. It really is about being true to yourself and your nature and what you really want, and saying, I want to set a goal. I want to be future focused. I do want a partner. I would love to have a partner. But sometimes we're too scared to set a goal, to actually set a date. And then I speak with women, and in their careers they set dates. Why? Because they know what to do. They know how to achieve other goals, right? So it's very important that if you are this angel energy and nature and the cosmos, that you get grounded in the practicality of really what does it take to be in congruence and bring in a wonderful, healthy, yummy man. Okay, makes sense? Because we need to be in a grounded, healthy, clear space in order to invite in our right person. Okay, ready for the next archetype? Okay. The next archetype is the guru, the personal growth guru. And that was totally me. I got involved with personal growth and therapy when I was 12 years old because my father was bipolar and I had a very traumatic childhood. So I really needed help early on. And so personal growth gurus, that archetype is someone who loves personal growth, goes to this and Deepak Chopra and Tony Robbins, and they study YouTube videos and they do this and they do that, and they love being around personal growth. The problem is being around personal growth is one thing, and embodying wholeness and strong self-worth is totally different. So often we only internalize, right? We understand only intellectually how this works. We only understand a personal growth guru is like, yes, she's been to therapy for years. She's been to counselors. She knows I date men who are like my father, or I date my mother. And it's so good. We feel so good doing all this personal growth, but we're not changing a pattern. We're never changing a pattern. We're just in this, and it feels good to say, I work on myself, but where is what's missing is an embodiment where you could like stop working on yourself, right? And being around all this personal growth and instead being at home with your soulmate, feeling deeply loved and connected and living your purpose. And this archetype also doesn't really want to set a date. No, it'll happen when it happens. But the truth is being around personal growth and having a lot of aha moments about the past, or getting inside the minds of men, or saying I've been working on myself for 30 years is very different than achieving a result, because you have embodiment of self-worth, because you're in an identity that is ready for love. Because if not, we're just in denial, procrastination, avoidance, rationalization. So is that you? Do you engage in lots of personal growth? But again, personal growth, we need the steps, the tools, the actual how-to, instead of being in I love working on myself, right? Instead being, again, in an outcome. Because sweet love, healthy love is totally available, right? And if you are the angel type and you know, like, there might be something off about me, but I don't know. I know energy and I won't. And then what happens is we distract and we decide to help other people and do other things and stay busy and say, I would like love, it would be nice. But the truth is, in all of these archetypes, we don't believe it. We don't believe it, and we don't know how to find it. So I want you to imagine finding love, landing in a state of connectedness, where your needs are actually met, where you're having so much fun and joy with your partner, where you have someone to travel with and wake up with and cook with and enjoy life with. Imagine what it would feel like to grow with your person, to build a life with a partner, to be done with dating and instead in a conscious relationship. Wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine getting this healed like in a week. You understand we've cleared those old ways. 2 weeks, you have all new perspectives. You're getting totally in a space of embodiment, of joy, right? Traveling, all of that good stuff, right? I'm just going off on what it means. My clients say, oh my God, wow, I didn't think this is better than I imagined. And that's what it really is. So I want you to take a look at what is your archetype. What is your archetype? Are you independent? Are you the altruist? Are you the angel? Or are you the personal growth guru? Right? So all of these ways can be shifted into much more healthy perspectives where you're in effectiveness and you're being so loved. Not love bombed like in the old days, but truly loved and seen. And that's what's on the table. That's what's on the table for you. So if this feels exciting, if you've had an aha moment, share it below. Share what you notice your archetype is and how that plays out for you. And if you want to learn more, then definitely check out our masterclass. We're going to put the link below. And we even have a 5-day Summon Your Soulmate challenge that you could check out. But love is waiting for you. Finding healthy love is a learnable skill. And that's what we're doing here. So beautiful. Be sure to share. And every Wednesday, normally it's Wednesday at noon, I go live on another topic that is really important about finding love, healthy love, not just any love. And I believe in you. I believe in the power of the human condition and who you really are. And when we get connected to our own essence and we have the steps and a plan, woohoo, your life changes. So your soulmate is waiting for you. So let's not make your person wait. Okay, and getting to wholeness and finding love is a learnable skill. Okay, that's it for me. I will see you next week with another training. All right, guys, share your thoughts below, and I'll see you next week.